Welcome back to our channel, guys. So, Tate is about to completely flip the script on everyone. He is going to expose EJ and Johnny's despicable actions, clear Holly's name once and for all, and get EJ into some serious trouble. And honestly, it is about damn time. I am so incredibly tired of EJ getting away with literal crimes and framing innocent teenagers just to save his own skin. It is exhausting to watch, but it looks like the writers are finally going to give us the payoff we have been begging for. EJ getting busted for setting up a kid? Yes, please. Let's break down exactly how this all goes down, because it is a wild ride. Let's back up a bit, because this whole situation is just so twisted. A few episodes ago, we found out that Holly was hospitalized, and of course, everyone in town started whispering. Everyone was pointing fingers. The poor girl is constantly being accused of falling off the wagon and going back to drugs. But we know the truth. The fans on social media know exactly what is going on. Holly was hospitalized because she was exposed to arsenic-laced water on Smith Island. Arsenic. From the bad batch of Coraceal pills that DiMera Pharmaceuticals secretly buried out there, it is a massive public health crisis waiting to explode. And EJ is panicking. He is sweating bullets, trying to cover up the fact that his company is basically poisoning the local water supply. And what does EJ do when he gets backed into a corner? He does the most cowardly, disgusting thing possible. He plants drugs in Holly's hospital bag. He literally sets her up to look like a junkie who relapsed, just to create a smokescreen. He wants everyone looking at Holly's supposed drug problem instead of DiMera's toxic waste problem, just to protect DiMera Enterprises in his own CEO chair. What was he thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well for him? It makes me sick. It really does. I mean, Stefano did some horrible things in his day, but framing a sick teenager in a hospital bed, that is a new low even for EJ. But the absolute worst part of this entire storyline is how Tate gets dragged into the middle of it. Tate, who has been Holly's absolute rock through thick and thin. Tate, who stood by her when literally everyone else in Salem was side-eyeing her and whispering behind her back. He is at the hospital, probably just trying to be a good boyfriend, maybe grabbing a hairbrush or a phone charger out of her bag. And he goes digging in her luggage. And boom. He finds the pills, just sitting there, planted perfectly by EJ for someone to find. You can just imagine the look on Tate's face in that moment. The sheer, absolute shock, the heartbreak. He has defended this girl so fiercely to his parents, to her mom, to everyone. And now he is standing there holding what looks like hard proof that she has been lying to his face this whole time. But come on, Tate. Use your brain for 1 second. Why would she bring a secret stash of pills to the hospital? Why would she just leave them loose in her bag where anyone could find them? Sometimes I swear the writers just make these characters lose all their brain cells for the sake of drama. But, okay, maybe I'm being too harsh. He is just a teenager, and seeing drugs in your girlfriend's bag is triggering. You get what I mean? So Tate takes the pills, and he doesn't just ask Holly privately. No, he goes straight to Sarah Horton. Now, Sarah is already highly suspicious of DiMera Pharmaceuticals because she recently lost a patient to tainted drugs, and now she sees this. Together, Tate and Sarah march right into Holly's hospital room and confront her. And Holly's world just completely spins out of control. She's absolutely horrified. She is looking at Tate, the one person who believed her when nobody else did, and she sees the heavy doubt in his eyes. She fiercely denies it. She swears up and down that she is only taking her prescribed antidepressants and that those pills are not hers. But Tate doesn't believe her. The evidence is right there in his hand. And that is the breaking point for them. Holly feels so incredibly betrayed, so utterly abandoned. She has been screaming from the rooftops that she is clean and trying to get her life back on track. And the lack of trust from Tate, it destroys her. A massive breakup is absolutely happening between these two. She dumps him. And honestly, good for her. She should not have to put up with a boyfriend who doesn't believe her when she is fighting for her life in a hospital bed. I don't blame her one bit for kicking him to the curb. Let's be real. She deserves someone who trusts her blindly. But wait, it gets so much crazier. Because Tate isn't just going to walk away and mope. After the breakup, he starts thinking. He starts putting the pieces together in his head. He realizes something is very, very wrong with this picture. The timing is just too perfect. The pills don't make sense. And he starts digging around. He starts looking into who had access to Holly's bag. He starts looking into the DiMera connection. And this brings us to Johnny DiMera. Oh, Johnny. I used to root for him so hard. But Johnny is co-CEO of DiMera Enterprises right now. He knows about the tainted drug investigation. He knows about the Corazil crisis because Brady and Steve dragged him into it. And somehow he is complicit in this mess. Maybe I'm being too hard on Johnny. Maybe he didn't explicitly know that EJ planted the pills in Holly's bag. Actually, no, I'm not being too hard on him. He knew EJ was covering up the arsenic. He knew his dad was doing dirty, illegal deals to protect the company. And his silence makes him guilty. It really, really does. How can Johnny just stand by while Holly takes the fall for his family's toxic waste? I know Johnny is stressed because Chanel is dealing with cancer and a pregnancy, but that does not excuse letting an innocent girl get framed. So Tate figures it all out. He uncovers the whole despicable plot. He realizes EJ planted the drugs and that Johnny helped cover up the larger corporate crimes. And Tate blows the whistle loudly. He is going to expose EJ and Johnny's actions to the world. Tate is going to clear Holly's name in the most epic, undeniable way possible. He is going to lay it all out for the cops, for Sarah, for everyone. The arsenic, the Smith Island cover-up, the planted pills, everything. And EJ is going to be in so much trouble. Serious, legal and personal trouble. You can't just poison an island's water supply, frame a teenager for drug possession to cover your tracks, and expect to just walk away with a slap on the wrist. Even for a slick DiMera, this is really bad. The fans on social media are going to absolutely lose their minds when this finally airs. We have been waiting for EJ to face the music for months now. And to have Tate, a teenager, be the one to finally take him down and expose his lies, it is poetic justice at its finest. But what does this mean for Tate and Holly going forward? Will she ever be able to forgive him for doubting her in her darkest hour? I really don't know, guys. Trust is a very hard thing to rebuild once it is broken, especially when you are a teenager and your whole world is already falling apart from arsenic poisoning. Tate is going to have to do some massive groveling. He cleared her name, sure, and he is the hero of the hour for exposing EJ, but he never should have doubted her in the first place. It just fits the show's usual style, though, right? Build up a sweet young couple, tear them down with a massive misunderstanding, and then have one of them make a grand, heroic gesture to bring them back together. But this storyline feels a bit different because the stakes are just so incredibly high. We are talking about severe corporate corruption, environmental poisoning, and framing a minor. This isn't just a stolen kiss or a misunderstood text message. This is criminal behavior. Anyway, I am just typing this all out as fast as I can because my brain is absolutely buzzing with all these theories and spoilers. The July sweeps are delivering some absolute fire right now, and I am here for it. I just really hope the riders don't back out at the last minute and let EJ slither his way out of this consequence-free like he always does. He needs to pay for what he did to Holly. Johnny needs a massive reality check about his family's legacy. And Holly needs a huge apology from literally everyone in Salem. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because my head is spinning.